Hey guys, it's Steph from Hot and Moving. So big news that everyone is talking about is obviously, the pen finally dropping on the Kevin Durant trade situation. And it looks like the Rockets won out. I'm still, I think we did okay as a Phoenix Suns fan. I think we probably this is better than I thought. Okay, I know people were wondering why we didn't, get one of those one of our draft picks back. I think that'd have been a little bit of a stretch, considering Kevin Durant's age and how valuable those trade assets are. It shows you that they value those picks more than Jalen Green. Okay, so we get Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, and number 10 pick. Okay, in Houston we'll get Kevin Durant, obviously. I think it's a win-win trade. I do think that the Rockets definitely made out more victorious. So because they didn't have to give up too many. They only gave up one young player, Jalen Green, who was on and off. I think his future is bright. But I mean, he's definitely been hot or cold, and that was highlighted, especially in the playoffs, up and down. I mean, he only had one game throughout the playoffs. I believe his best game was 30 points, or something like that. And I think the Rockets were just looking for they were looking for more consistency, and I think that he's a player that just needs a little more development. I mean, clearly the raw talent is there, kind of like Amen Thompson, who is going to be on this team. Obviously, he didn't get traded, pairing along with Kevin Durant. So this is going to be the potential lineups for Trevor Lee, Amen Thompson, Jabari Smith, Kevin Durant, Alperen Sengun. That's a good lineup. That's a strong lineup. Is Reed Shepard his name? The young dude from Kentucky who didn't play. Is he going to develop? Is he going to be that, TJ McConnell, slightly better than TJ McConnell player coming off the bench? Probably. But overall, I think the Rockets are in a win now situation. I think this clearly, in my opinion, it definitely makes them a top 5 team. Maybe to start out. Okay, you still got to have number one, can Kevin Durant stay healthy? Okay, they got to build that cohesion early, but it's a strong team, a strong contender. I'm not picking to come out the West, not at all. But I mean, it's an Ime Udoka led team. Ime Udoka year 3. This could be where he really makes his mark on the league, and Kevin Durant can help kind of expedite his current tenure in Houston. So good for Kevin Durant. For Kevin Durant, he got what he wanted. It was funny during the Fan Fest. He had to find out. So I thought that was funny. I mean, but he knew he was already getting traded. I don't think he really knew where for sure. Just all the rumors floating around. I am surprised the Rockets ultimately are the ones that end up doing the deal. I think that it seemed like Minnesota. There was reports that Minnesota was a strong contender or really fighting to get Kevin Durant to one pair along with Anthony Edwards. That didn't go through. Miami Heat, Spurs. I mean, I think all those teams kind of realized bringing in Kevin Durant, we can't give up too much. Okay, and it seemed the Rockets, after looking at all this, they had the best pieces. It's them and San Antonio were the best pieces to offer to get Kevin Durant without giving up so much. And I think. I'm kind of curious what the potential offer was when they were in talks. San Antonio was in talks at the time, just kind of getting early feelers of what they could have offered for Kevin Durant. But nonetheless, as a Phoenix Suns fan, we have the 10th pick. We got to make sure we hit on that pick and go from there. We don't have anything on our war chest, so it is something we got a pick back. We got Dylan Brooks, 3-and-D guy. Okay, he's an enforcer. So Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, Devin Booker, Bradley Beal. We need to address our center spot. I forgot who's our big right now. Oh, we do have a decent big. I forgot his name. But I mean, I think overall, we can be competitive. I don't really know how that fit with Jalen Green. If we're gonna really keep him, are we gonna trade him? Could this be a pit stop? Are we looking at a backcourt of Jalen Green and Devin Booker? Devin Booker running the point, not playing the 2, or how's this gonna work with Bradley Beal? I'm not sure. Or do we just sit Bradley Beal and force him to want to eventually, ask for a trade and really not get him involved in any new basketball plans going forward? So for Kevin Durant, I mean, this is the last major team. We know the history with Kevin Durant and these teams, right? Could this be could this finally be the best stable situation for Kevin Durant since leaving Golden State, right? Could this finally be a situation where he can really just hoop? Ime Udoka is the leader of that team. Okay, Fred VanVleet is one of the leaders of that team. Sengun, you already have core guys on that team. You do lose some defensive prowess with Dylan Brooks, but I'm assuming they expect Amen Thompson to develop better as a defensive player and improve offensively. Amen Thompson's game is good on the break. I'm sure he can play along on the fast break. He's a fast break player and a defensive pretty good defensively already, elite in my opinion, or climbing towards being elite. But he has to work on his offensive game. I mean, he doesn't have a mid-range game. He doesn't have a quote unquote bag. That's everybody's saying. I just think he needs to expand his game a little bit more. But he's a great raw NBA talent. You saw a lot of that on display this year. So, the Phoenix Suns, the future, we can finally start. I don't know what we're gonna do with Devin Booker. If Devin Booker's gonna stay, cool. I made a video saying that a few days ago that Devin Booker could be a really good trade piece, but they plan on keeping him, and that's totally fine though. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, it's a start though. It's a start in the right direction. We just gotta figure out the Bradley Beal situation. If Devin Booker is locked in, that's cool. If not, I'm wondering what we could get for Devin Booker as well, because we really got to build up our draft capital, and it really starts at least with getting that 10 pick. So overall, on the fleece meter, I would say I'd give us a 5. All right, I couldn't ask. I was expecting to get a lot less. Honestly, I didn't have this crazy idea of getting a whole lot for Kevin Durant, and I'm pleased with this. The Jalen Green aspect, talented player. I don't know where we go with Phoenix Suns with him. But could he develop into something different on his team, or is he going to be another trade piece down the road before he wants a contract? So anyways, guys, y'all let me know what y'all think of the latest Kevin Durant trade, man. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.